guys, and welcome back. It's been a really long time since I've actually filmed a makeup video, and I was sitting in bed. I was texting my boyfriend. I was like, I'm bored. I was sitting there, I was like, oh, hello. And he said, why don't you do a makeup vlog? I don't think he knows what they're talking about, but I think he meant like a makeup video. And I was like, I could do that. Anyways, so I wanted to do a makeup video, I guess, based on subscriber suggestions. And I'm just gonna sit and do my makeup, and whatever I do, I do. Whatever happens, happens. I have recently got some new makeup. I've been trying some new things. I have a whole bunch of makeup out already on my makeup table, as usual, but I've also just been adding to my collection, and I have been reorganizing my makeup drawers, my two Alex drawers. So we're just gonna do with it. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna see what happens. We're just gonna, we're just gonna take it. We're just gonna go for the gold. Okay. So obviously, first step in my makeup routine that has not changed is to moisturize. I do this every time I apply any type of makeup at all. You always want to make sure that you are moisturizing your face. Whatever your personal favorite moisturizer is, I happen to like thick moisturizers. I don't particularly care for ones that just kind of sit on top of the face. I want one that's actually gonna go into my skin and just there are like 6,000 dog barks happening right now. Don't know where they're coming from. And normally I will let that sink in for a second, and then I go in with my primer. I recently got like a little sample kit from Tatcha. So I got the Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mist, which I've been wanting and craving. It's freaking expensive. And then I've also been wanting to try the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. My friend actually bought the full-size one because she's a crazy hoe, and I just wanted to try it. So in this little kit, it came with a sample size, and when I say sample, I mean a sample of the Silk Canvas Primer, and then obviously a full size of the Dewy Luminous Setting Spray, or Skin Mist, I'm sorry. Luminous Dewy, whatever. And Brianna actually bought that for me from Sephora. So thanks, Bill. Love you. I will say though that if you don't like to look wet, then I wouldn't use Tatcha products, because their whole line is designed to make you look like J-Lo. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the brows off camera, and then I'll come back to you with brows on. Cool? Cool. Okay, so the brows are on, and I already went ahead and carved them out because why not? So we're gonna do a summer look. This is just to kind of prime your eyelids. I don't like using eyeshadow. Ooh, what's that? Hello? I don't like using eyeshadow primer because I feel like it kind of cakes up, and then as I'm building the actual eyeshadows on my eyelid, I can just kind of see them getting crusty and kind of gross. So I'm gonna set it with some standard powder. This just happens to be baby powder. If you are new to my channel, or if you just forgot about my videos, I use baby powder in everything. I'm gonna start off with a transitional shade, which in case you are new, I also kind of give you helpful hints. But a transition shade is just a shade that is your skin tone, or maybe one shade darker, and basically it's just to kind of start off the eyeshadow look and it just kind of gets the ball rolling. It makes everything a little bit easier to blend later because it's actually going on to an already blended out color versus having it, versus having like a bright shade just sitting on your eyelid. But I have this yellow shadow from NYX. This is in the shade STFU. And then I have this blue shadow also from NYX in the color The Next Morning. So I did a haul video a long time ago. I will link it down below. And in that haul video, I swatched a whole bunch of I bought all of these NYX eyeshadows and I swatched all of them on my arm. So if you're curious about how they swatch or anything like that, or if you want a more up close and personal view of them, definitely go check out that video, hashtag selfless plug, and you will be able to see the haul that I did. And also you can go watch some other videos because why not? And we're just gonna kind of start from there. And I think that I should do maybe like blue on the outer corner. I don't know, would that look kind of weird? I mean, it's really like, you know, do whatever the fuck you want to do, right? The blend period, as I like to call it, and I like to tell myself, is the period in which you are deciding what exactly you want to do with your eyeshadow. And this is the point when I use very light colors in case I decide I want to change them and or go darker. They're very easily covered. I quit doing YouTube for a hot minute. If you've been here for a while, you obviously know that. I think my last video, aside from the vlog that I just put up, was about 8 months ago. So it's been almost about a year since I've done my last video post, which is so crazy to think, but time flies when you're having fun. And a lot of people were asking me, like, how do you do this? How do you do that? I have one friend at work and she wanted to know how I put on lashes. She said, do a video on how you put on lashes. Even though like I could teach her in person, hashtag she's just supportive. But I was like, you know what? I kind of want to do it again. I stopped doing it first because I was just like, first of all, my home situation changed and it recently changed back. I'm not gonna get into it right now or probably ever because it's not really my business, but long story short, we had someone else living with us for a long time and he is no longer living with us. So there's less people in the house, it's less quiet. I have more time to myself, kind of. And it's just a little bit easier now, I should say. And I mean, I could have probably started this like 4 or 5 months ago. I probably could have started doing this again, but I was in school and things were just really kind of like busy, and I didn't want to put too much on my plate and then have to like retract again. And so I kind of wanted to start in now because classes start again in August. So now I have the time to sit here and film and have some backup videos in case I am busy and I can't film anything. All right, so I'm gonna take a Morphe M412 and I'm gonna take this. We're gonna start off with the NYX blue, and if she's not blue enough, we'll go into the Jaclyn palette. And I'm just going to put this color on like the, oh, okay. You guys are probably looking at me like I'm a crazy bitch. I mean, I am, but. I'm gonna pick up the NYX yellow shadow because she seems to be bright. My brush is turning green. You guys are probably looking at me like I'm so crazy right now. I look crazy. I don't blame you. I look crazy. I'm gonna go into the Jaclyn Hill palette now and pick up this really pretty like seafoam color. And we're gonna go back in and just blend this out. And then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna go in with maybe like a more like orangey shade. This is more of like a brick orange color. And I'm just gonna kind of concentrate this very lightly in the crease as like almost like a nice transition shade, so that maybe it looks like a sunset. This has changed from a yellow and blue to a brown and blue. It's fine. And we're just going back and forth with the same colors. I'm not adding any extra colors. I'm not doing really anything different. We're just going back and forth with the same exact colors. Now I'm gonna go in with a really dark red, almost like a burgundy color. And we're just gonna start stamping the outside because I just changed my whole mind. And I'm stamping, like I said, I'm not blending because I want to concentrate majority of my product on the outer corner. I don't really want to take it anywhere else. So then once I'm done stamping, I'll just go in with the same brush that really doesn't have anything left on it. Oops. And we will just blend right out here in the outer corner. And that's the one thing that I love about makeup, and people like, especially my family, like they just think that like it's kind of frivolous of me to like spend all of this money on makeup and do all this stuff, but it really makes me happy. And it sounds so weird that something like so insignificant in life that like I don't even wear every single day can make me like just forget all my stress, just forget like anything's happening in the world. And I can just sit here and I can just play with it, and it washes off if I mess up. It's very easily changed if I mess up, and everything is under my control. And for me, my personality, like that's like, I like to know what's happening, when's happening, why it's happening, where it's gonna happen, you know, to what extent, you know, it's happening. I need to know everything about anything. And like, that's just me. That's just who I am. It's very hard for me to be spontaneous. It's very hard for me to do anything that I didn't plan, and it's very hard for me to do anything without knowing about it. And I've always been that way since I was little, and I think just because like I never knew, I don't know, I mean, I had a very stable home, but it's just like I never knew, just never knew. And like last minute changes have always really just like not been my thing. I don't really like to know things last minute, which most people probably don't, but me especially, like if I'm gonna do something, like I need 3 to 5 business days notification, otherwise it's not happening and I'm not gonna go. I also need time to like plan out like what I'm gonna do and everything. I don't know, it's just, I'm weird. So for me, makeup is just like, it's that time where I can sit down, have an idea of what I want to do, and if I don't like it or it doesn't turn out how I want it to be, then all I have to do is just change my direction, and that's it. Like nothing bad happens, nothing else, you know, comes about. Like that's it. And I think that is just the neatest thing ever. And I don't know, I just like it. So we need to talk about it. It just brings me happiness and joy. I'm gonna clean up my under eye because I just cannot take myself seriously right now. And for the most part, we're done anyways with the lid area. So we're just gonna take a little wipe on our finger and just kind of come under here and get busy cleaning this up because your girl looking hella crazy. So now I'm gonna go in with that Jaclyn Hill color again, and I'm gonna be a little bit more careful this time, and we're just gonna lightly stamp. We're just gonna lightly stamp that color a little higher up. Long story short, I feel like I was on a completely different subject. Makeup makes me happy, and I kind of, I don't know, like I forgot that. And I just, it can make other people happy too. And I kind of want to be the one to spark that joy. And now is not the best time for the beauty community. I can agree to that 100%. And I'm not trying to be like a beauty guru. I definitely just want to put videos out there that people want to see. Because like sometimes I'll be like scrolling through my feed and there'll be someone there that I've subscribed to for years and years and years, and I love to watch her vlogs. I love to watch her do her makeup. I love to watch her just be, right? But she's doing a lot of sponsored videos now, which is fine. You know, you have to make a living somehow. And if that's how you choose to do it, that's fine. If I got offered a sponsorship and I actually liked the thing that I was being offered, hello, why wouldn't I do it? That has nothing to do with it. It's just like, it's changed, and the vibe of her channel has changed to where like every single video is a sponsored video. And that's, you know, every single video or no videos at all, like that's totally her business. That's her channel. That's fine. That's not my business. I don't have a bull, or what is it? I don't have a somebody in this fight. What is it called? Like, it just doesn't really matter to me one bit. But it's like, you know, subscribers and even like random people on the street aren't gonna watch a video for longer than maybe like 2 minutes if they find out that it's sponsored and it sounds fake. And like, it just sounds like it's like a forced video. Like, I have to film this video. It was part of the thing. I might like the product, but maybe I don't really want to film a video on it right now, but I have to film the video on it. So I want to just put content out there that people want to watch because they want to watch it, not because they feel like they have to watch it. This might not work well for a wing, but we're gonna wing it. So I'm gonna try and get it in the, oh, that looks choppy as fuck right there. Fix that real quick. Blend, 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 blend. I think it's because my hair's in the way. Okay, so we're just gonna try and, I need this over here. We're just gonna try and do, you can see it? Ooh. Does that look any better? It's a lot thicker than I thought it would be, but this is a chubby felt tip liner. Like, what the frickle frack, Samantha? You don't have any regular liners. Disgusting. Do they look like kind of even? Looking at them head on, I think they look okay. This is a lot thicker than I originally thought it was going to turn out, but at the same time, I'm not really mad at it. So now, for my favorite part of this whole thing. We're almost done with the eyes, guys. I'm going to take this color that I got from ColourPop. Oh, she's so pretty. It's definitely more of a, almost like a loose pigment type feel. So I am going to spray it with just some facial spray. This happens to be the Mario Badescu facial spray. I'm going to tap it off a little bit. I'm going to pop a little bit right here. Look at it. Oh my God. A little bit right there in the center. Just going to have like a little sparkle. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do the whole fucking wood. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and teach you guys how I do my lashes so we can get that over with. So I take any kind of mascara just to prep the lashes for falsies, just to kind of give it like a nice base. And then I'm gonna go in with just some standard lashes. I feel like this look needs something a little bit more dramatic than wispies, but Alright, so I'm using these Ardell Faux Mink. They're just Faux Minx. And the style 811s. Super pretty. I need to find my tweezers. And my lash glue. She's in here. I reorganized a whole bunch of makeup and stuff, so sorry, everything's kind of crazy at the minute. For those of you with questions, step 1 to applying false lashes is always to measure them to your eye. Now, because I've been using Ardell for so long, and because I use these lashes almost every single day, I know about where to cut and I know about how long my actual eye is. Therefore, I know how long the lash should be. However, if you're new to Ardell and you are new to the falsie scene, I would not suggest just going and cutting willy-nilly. I definitely would measure out to my eye. If I were you, personal opinion, you do you, boo. I'm taking the Duo Lash Glue. This is a brush-on glue, and it is already in black, so that way it does not go on white and fuck up your makeup. But the clear and or white is good to have in case of emergency, or if you're doing a kind of like a simplified look. This is not simple though, so don't do that. The key, and it tells you on the box for you how to use lash glue. It tells you that you need to let it dry for 30 to 60 seconds. I definitely would recommend doing in between that. I usually do about 45 seconds for my dry time, and I wave it back and forth, blow on it a little bit, and when it's tacky, now I don't recommend going in and touching it, but if you put it on your eye and it's slip sliding everywhere, it's not done yet, take it off, let it bake some more. Simple. So now the next step into applying a false lash is, I like to use tweezers, but they do have the lash tools, and you can get those on Amazon, Ulta, CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, doesn't really matter. They sell them everywhere. You can get them for any price point, whatever you want to do. I use tweezers, and with tweezers, I always grab the lash in the middle or somewhat in the middle, as most of the middle as you can, because I apply the middle first. Some people will tell you different. Some people go from the out to the in. I go from like that, so it just kind of, and then that way your middle base is set, and then all you have to worry about are your edges, and that's normally the place that gets me the most anxious, is my outer and inner corner. So, fun facts for those of you that are wondering. I like to put my mirror down here, and I like to go from the top, so like you're coming in almost at an angle, and it's just gonna kind of sit right there on top. Okay, so we're gonna come in from an angle, or bend your head down, and you're going to boop it on, and then you're going to secure it pretty close to your lash line. You definitely don't want your lashes to be too high up. So while that dries, I'm gonna go ahead and do my base face, but I will be back at you guys to do my bronzer, my blush, and my highlight, and my lip, and my under eye. So stay tuned. All right, so I'm back. I went ahead and I did my base. So I have on my foundation, my powder, and I'm about to do my contour. I did a little bit of bronzing. Nothing too crazy, didn't leave you guys out. I went a little heavy on the bronze though. But this look, I feel like this is one of those looks that you can go heavy on a bronze and like still be okay, you know? I don't think it's gonna make me look like cakey or anything like that, so that's good. I'm gonna go in with just any kind of clean brush. Just do the sides of my nose. Get a little color on my nose right there. I feel like makeup also makes you look like completely different. It'd be really easy to catfish someone with makeup on, I feel. Okay. So I'm gonna go back into the Jaclyn palette. We're gonna do our under eye now. I'm gonna take that same brush from earlier that has all that gunk on it from earlier, because I'm gonna use that gunk to my advantage. And we're just hit it under our under eye really quick. Just as like our base color. I don't want to do anything too heavy under the eye, because my under eyes do get kind of heavy, especially when I put a lot of product on them. I'm gonna go in with that original transition shade that we used. Like such. And I've decided to not do blush with this because my cheeks are already red enough as it is, just naturally. But I am gonna go ahead and do some highlight. And Juvia's Place has new highlighters out, so I picked one up. This is in the color Nefertiti. Nefertiti? Juvia's Place. Oh, it's so good. And I'm just taking, so you can see like how little there actually is in the lid. I'm just taking whatever's in the lid. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is from NYX. This is in the color Peekaboo Neutral. So let's see. I'm gonna go with this NYX Candy Slick Glowy Lip Color in the color Sugarcoated Kiss. It feels very interesting on the lips, I'll say. It almost feels like I'm just like putting water on my lips. Alright guys, so that's it for this video actually. So yeah, definitely stay tuned for more videos in the future. And I hope that you liked this video. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat. I actually have been posting there a lot more frequently. More than just pictures of my dog, definitely pictures of my life. I've been trying to get more involved in social media since it is such a big thing in the 21st century. I do try and detach from my phone every now and then, but like sometimes like you just have to let people know what you're eating for dinner. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I definitely have to update my Instagram. I haven't been doing Instagram as much as I should have in the, lately. I need to go in and update some stuff and just change some stuff on my profile and everything like that. But the link to my channel and the link to this video, if I can, it'll all be linked in the bio. Don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you are notified every single time that your girl throws out a new video. Because it's going to be hopefully once a week. Also, don't forget don't forget to hit that subscribe button because your girl could use it. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and don't give it a thumbs down at all. So if you didn't like it, just keep that to yourself. Leave a comment down below of what you guys want to see next. And until then, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And bye guys.